Moving the ball up and down the fingers. Into the palm. And the pants of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And across the knuckles. And we're going to leave the ball in the palms of the hands, interlace the fingers, and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release, and let's go around the back. Switch, 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 and switch. And then pinching at the waist through the legs. Switch, switch, switch. And let's drop the ball on the ground, assess how the feet feel. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot, pressing down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, press down once on each. Roll across the knuckles. And go to the back of the heel and pivot on the toes to roll across the top of the heel. And then press down just below the first knuckle, at the side of the top of the heel, and in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And screw. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and go to the other foot to repeat. Pressing down. Rolling across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press down in 3 spots. One. And screw. Three, 2, 1. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And just shake the tree. Three, 2, 1. The center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out, gather in starlight. And center, same thing the other way. And let's take some steps forward. And go elbow towards the opposite knee. And then tap the opposite heel. And then tap the heel behind you. And then go forward with a cross step, a twist and a punch. And then we'll just walk, march, or jog. So today I was going to do the McGill Big Three on the ground, no squats involved. And 5 Tibetans in the after class. So you continue what you're doing or do something else to get the heart rate going, just be safe. I'm just going to hop. And I'll get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10. 20. 29 and 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up overhead. Reach for the sky. Come on down and bend back if you can. Back to center, bend in one direction. And then to the other side. Center. Lower the hands, press out of the chest. Go on down. Interlace the fingers behind the back and raise the hands up. Come on down and shrug. And then put your fingers on your shoulders and rotate the elbows forward in a circle. And backwards. Extend the arms and tap the shoulders. And then bring one arm across the body and press in at or above the elbow. Then the other arm. Same thing. And bring one arm up and behind the back, pressing down and in on the elbow. And then the other arm. Form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release. Squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Look up. Look down. Over one shoulder. And then the other. Tuck in your chin and peck like a pigeon. And then let's do a side lunge. Go the other way. And come on up and grab a stick. Let's bring one's leg out, put the stick behind it. Slide down. Stretch the hamstrings. You can lift the sole of the foot off the floor to increase the stretch if you like. There you. Back a little. And then bring the stick up in front and press the sole of the foot against the stick to stretch the calf muscles. Same thing on the other, bringing the foot forward, stick behind, stretching the hamstring. And then the calf. And going to bring the stick up to the shoulders and twist at the waist. Doing Dr. David Lee's routine today, the dynamic stick routine. If you want, you can bring a couple of easy small steps into it slowly. And then bring it up overhead and go side to side. And then down below the waist, side to side. And then to one side, back and forth. And then the other side. And then paddle the kayak. And reverse. And then bring it up to the shoulders and flop the wrists. And then bring the stick down below the waist and back to the shoulders. And then back over the head and below the waist. Pause at the shoulders, reverse the position of the palms, flop the wrists. Come on down. And up. And then stop at the shoulders, bring the stick behind the head on the shoulders again, and we're going to do 6 knee ups on either side. Going only as high as feels safe. And the same with the hip rotations, we'll do 6 of those. Bringing the stick around front. Hold on with 2 hands, 1 hand, or a finger or 2 as you step back. We're gonna come up on our toes for a second, back on our heels for a second, and rock back and forth about 15 times. And then come to a stop. Put the stick away. And I'm gonna meet you on the floor where we will do the McGills. You're gonna start with the hands by the side or on the under the lower back if you need support there, under the head if you need support at your neck. Oh, you know what? No. With the McGills, your hands are always under your lower back. I'm sorry. I'm doing the 5 Tibetans already. So hands under the lower back. Sole of 1 foot is on the floor, the other leg is extended. And we're going to come up with the head, neck, and shoulders only enough to clear the floor, about 1 inch off, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, switch the position of the feet. So the other sole is on the floor and the other leg is extended, and we're up for 10. And down, switch position of the legs, and come up for another 10. And back down, switch, and up. And down. And 1 more rep on each side, switch positions of the legs and up. And down. Last one. And up. And down. A couple of breaths. We're going to do bird dogs, which means we're going to get on our hands and knees. But if you have problems with your knees, you can always do the dying bug instead. So when I say left foot, right hand, you'd extend left foot, right hand while lying on your back, and then come back. Your hands straight up in the air and your legs in a 90-degree position. But most of us do bird dogs. Tabletop position. Left hand extends, right hand goes out. But if you can't do both at the same time, just do one. And then try to do the other. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Right hand, left foot. And down. Left hand, right foot. And down. Right hand, left foot. And down. Left hand, right foot. Down. Final one, right hand, left foot. And down. All right, we're going to come onto our sides and take a couple of breaths. We're going to be doing some side planks. We'll do 3 on each side. And there are various ways you can do them. You want to make sure your elbow is underneath your shoulder at all times. You can come up on your knees and do it. Or you can be on the side of your foot with one foot on top of the other, or one foot in front of the other. Whatever works for you. You can do one of each, or 2 of one and 1 of another. Whatever feels right. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. And let's go up. 10. And down. Take a breath. And up. And down. And up. Last one on this side. And down. Then we'll go to the other side. And we'll do 3 more on this side. Up. And down. And up. And down. Very last one. Up. And down. All right, let's stay on the floor for our 4, 7, 8 breath. Nice, relaxing parasympathetic nervous system inducing breath. We come in for 4 through the nose, hold for the count of 7, exhale for the count of 8. And we'll do 5 rounds. Here we go. And then we'll get up. We'll rub the hands together. I'm going to switch the camera. And form a chi ball. And let it bounce us around, shifting weight from one channel to the other. Like water flowing. And the center. Deep breaths. And we'll open our hearts. Pause on this. Inhale, exhale. Send it out. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down chi from above. And gather it from below. And namaste. Yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm switching cameras before I should. Yes. Gonna do some 5 Tibetans. If you're up for it, gonna start with some spins. Or of course you can twist at the waist and swing the arms. Otherwise, up to 11 spins. And then we'll get down on the floor. Same position we were with the McGill, slight variation on it. So on this one, hands are usually by the side, but again, if you have if you have back issues, put the hands in the small of the back. Neck issues, put them behind the head. You can have the soles of the feet on the floor and lift those as you lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Or you can have your legs extended and lift those as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders. I'll do 6 with the soles and 5 with the legs extended. Do what works for you. Well, And when you're done, take your breaths. We're going to get up on our knees. Hands are on thighs, around the glutes. You can just rock back from your knees if you can't extend your spine, but if you can, go back and forth. And take your breaths. We're going to sit down and do some inverted tables. Soles and feet can be on the floor in the modified version or legs extended, which I find actually easier. And we'll do 11 of those, but do what you find is right for you. And 11. A few breaths. We're going to turn around again on all fours. This time, modified, come into an up dog, come into a cobra from the tabletop, or in the unmodified version, down dog into up dog. I'll do 6 modified and 5 regular. Myself. Again, do what works for you. And then we'll put around, sit around, fold our legs. However feels comfortable today. Going to do 6 rotations in one direction, 5 in the other. Either sitting up or bending down. That's one. On the last round, we'll stretch out and do a round of box breathing in the middle. Over the left knee and then over the right knee. And stretching out. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Then repeat the box breath over the left knee. and the right knee. Come on up. Switch the position of the legs. What was in front goes behind, what was on top goes below. Do 5 rotations in the original direction, 6 in the reverse, and then another round of box breathing. Stretch them out. Left knee. And the right knee. Coming around. Not long.